morning, everybody. How's everybody? Is everybody all right? Is everybody doing fine? Have you not lost your mind? Anyways, the big day today, and guess what? It went without a hitch. But the day is young, you know, and you have rhinos and dinos all supporting this illegitimate, unelected coalition of evil. Now we're entering the age of darkness. Doomsayer! Yes, I just love the fact that Kamala Harris is a race-baiting sack of shit, but she's married to a white guy. So obviously she is a grifter. Or she just hates her own people so much that she decided to marry a white guy. Yeah, all the demons of man were there today. I didn't watch it as soon as I started hearing. I watched it for about 5 minutes, and then I decided that it was garbage and it was poisoning my mind and making me very angry to know that this is the look of the new U.S. Senate. This is the leader of the free world, Corpse Biden and Camel Toe Harris. It is the darkest day in recent history. They've already planned on crashing the economy by creating more inflation. And yeah, it sounds nice. Give $1.9 billion to the people. But it's not the people that they're bailing out. It is the failed states that is New York and all the other demon rat run cities across the United States of America. It has nothing to do with the Savasa virus. Has everything to do with bailing out failed states and failed cities, furthering the decline of the dollar and furthering inflation. And now he's talking about wanting to raise minimum wage. I've talked about minimum wage and how raising minimum wage to $15 an hour is absolutely ludicrous, and it doesn't save anything. It actually creates more problems. It actually makes everything go up in value, and it destroys the middle class. They call it minimum wage for a reason. If you're going to raise the wage of minimum wage, then the wage needs to be raised across the board, furthering inflation. So, yeah, we've now entered the age of darkness. We have 4 more years. I don't know what QAnon's going to say now. Because obviously, well, the day is young, so who knows what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. If I was a betting man, I would say nothing. Nothing is going to happen. And it's just going to be a transition to the coalition of evil. And all the great work that POTUS has done in the last 4 years will be dismantled and destroyed. Like I said, like 3 or 4 days ago, there's already unrest happening in the Middle East, not in creepy, sleepy, dirty old Corpse Biden wasn't even not even the president yet, and there's already unrest in the Middle East, all the peace deals that have happened in the Middle East in the last 4 years will come to an end. POTUS did address the people and say, you know, it was a great honor to serve and blah, 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 whatever. But what's with all the, I guess, 30,000 National Guard troops in Washington? So today will be the ceremony to bring in this new coalition of evil, which is bringing in the forces of evil and emboldening the demons of man. I know lots of people want to talk about 17 and how this was follow the plan. Yeah, you know, it is nonsense and garbage. As entertaining as it was, it's now no longer relevant. Mind you, the day is still young, and things may happen. Things may be happening behind the scenes that is not being televised. The revolution will not be televised, whatever that means, wherever that's from. But it's another day of uncertainty, and now the sleeping masses will go back to sleep, and the new world order will commence. And so this is basically to all you lefties out there. Thank you for bringing the death of the West to everybody that's in it. Your lack of intelligence, your lack of honor, your lack of nobility will prove folly to us all. You know, expect a lot of darkness, a lot of misinformation, a lot of lying and dying and crying. Sex trafficking rings will get ignited again. Joe Biden has already said that he wants to stop construction of the wall, which was one of the reasons why they want endless immigration into the land, is so they can keep their sex trafficking rings going unhindered. I tried to upload a video yesterday to BitChute, but for some reason BitChute is not uploading my videos. I'll try to upload this to BitChute today, but there will be a video that I made yesterday, but it hasn't uploaded yet for whatever reason, because BitChute tends to be inconsistent with their upload speeds. So I did produce a video yesterday, but it's still, I had to delete it and try to upload it again. So I don't know if this video will be up today, but I'm hoping so. I really don't have much to say. I just wanted to let everybody know that that we must get ready for what's to come. And if you're a free-thinking person, it's time. It's time to prepare for war. We are going to be systematically destroyed. You have all the leftards, all the leftards, all the libtards saying blacklist, censor, destroy any dissenting thought. We must be sheep and never question. 1984 coming to fruition. Brave New World coming into fruition. What these libtards don't understand is that hundreds of millions of people died and have been murdered in the name of communism. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they pretty much decided that the New World Order is a good idea because they don't have our interests, our best interests in mind. They will continue their Luciferian agenda. They will continue promoting hatred and ignorance. They will persist in dumbing down our school systems. This is an illegitimate coalition of evil. And the sooner we wake up, the sooner we can take back the power. Joe Biden won't last more than a year, like I've said in many other videos. Kamala Harris will be elected president of the United States, unelected president of the United States, because Joe Biden will be forced to resign or retire within 9 months. That's, within a year. Let's be realistic. Within a year, he won't last his full term. Trump did say that it's not the last state that they've heard of him, but every avenue of freedom has been taken away from him. So, and the censorship is just going to get worse. So the movement will be underground, and the movement will bring in an age of uncertainty for sure. There is a lot of things going on in the world right now. And as it stands right now, the globalists have won, and it is a time to reflect, a time to prepare, a time to free our mind and focus on the future of our children and our family. There is a great shift in reality. For now, we're entering the age of darkness. The second coming hasn't come yet. So we must prepare the way. Doomsayer. No, it is just being realistic. And in my acute awareness to the state of the world, there is a lot of things, there's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes. There are many, many facets that are moving this agenda forward. So we must prepare for the worst. I'm not saying this out of ignorance. I am saying this out of genuine concern for the state of mankind. I will continue making videos, and I will continue trying to be coherent in my thoughts. For there is a great strife that is going to come to free-thinking people of the world. And we must unite and stand and be counted. The digital warriors must continue the good fight. We must find our own avenues of revenue and trade. We must prepare for the worst. It is a genuine concern for the well-being of humanity that I make these videos. We must understand that the Luciferian agenda has come full circle now with the censorship and the deplatforming of dissenting opinion. For a communist style reality is in our near future. I know many people want to talk about the revolution and how it has awakened, but the powers that be have infiltrated every facet of reality, from the lamestream legacy media to all halls of power, from all levels of government. The New World Order has commenced. The Luciferian agenda has commenced. So now we must pave the way for the second coming, the awakening. For the demons of man are weak. They have no standing. For the glory of the gods will prevail. But now we must prepare for what is to come. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I am just showing my awareness. And we must prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. They have already deemed us unworthy to make money, to have a voice. The powers that be, the demons of man, have laid their cards on the table. We must open our hearts, our minds, our eyes. We must once again unite. Although they have slayed the lion, the movement still exists. We are greatly reduced in numbers, but God always wins in the end. That is the shining hope. That is the beacon of hope. Even if it seems like it is a dark time, we mustn't lose hope and we mustn't lose faith. The only thing we can do is prepare the way for the second coming. Evil only exists in ignorance. Evil only exists if good people do nothing. So we must find our voice, and we must support those who share our opinion and our belief and our virtue. For this coalition of evil will not succeed. For the forces of good will always prevail. But for right now, we must fortify our position. For right now, we must find like-minded people and support our communities and allow the prosperity and goodwill to permeate through the society. Even those who have lost their minds into the toxicity of leftist ideology, these people will soon wake up to the tyranny that is about to befall them. They will realize in their own bliss that their life will be systematically destroyed. They will awaken. So the only thing we can do is give them a path. We must educate those who are weak, those who are ignorant. We must inform them. If they choose the path of darkness, then they are the sacrificial lamb. For they bring nothing but ignorance to the movement anyway. So consider them lost, casualties of war. We must unite under one banner. Like I've said in many other videos before this one, we are entering the age of darkness, and now we must prepare. We must fortify the line. We must prepare for what is to come. We must find like-minded people and support those who support free speech. Support those who believeth in God and country. For we must set aside certain differences in ideologies in order to overtake the forces of evil. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will not succeed in their tyranny. They will be systematically destroyed by the will of the people. They have no character, no ambition except for ignorance and power. Their view is skewed by their own ignorance, and they can never succeed in their promises to we, the people. For they will be destroyed as all evil dies. The light shall penetrate the darkness and expose the demons of man for what they are. We must maintain hope. We must pave the way. We must hold the line, fortify our position, and support those who support freedom. It does seem like we've lost, but it is always darkest before the dawn, my brothers, my sisters. Look to the glory of the gods. Look to the glory of your ancestors. Find truth and harmony in nature. Time to re-energize our spirit. Time to look beyond the stars and the moon. Time to unite with our ancestors. Time to gather in our moments of weakness. We must pray. For Thor will not allow the forces of evil to destroy us Thor will protect us from the forces of evil. We must find guidance within Odin's wisdom, and we must embrace the love of Freya and Frigg. We must unite with God. We must pave the way for Moji and Manji, the children of Thor and Sif. Manji and Modi. Baal and Lucifer will not succeed because the forces of wickedness are weak. They live off of fear and ignorance. The gods of light live off of love, courage, and wisdom. So we must unite as one people, as one nation, regardless where on the globe you might come from. We must unite under one nation. Because what's happening in the United States of America is not just United States of America. That's what I find with a lot of Americans, not meaning to disparage any, but they are very ignorant to the world around them. It's not just the United States that has fallen. It is the entire world. The entire Western world has fallen to the globalist agenda. So regardless of where on the globe you are, we must unite under one nation. That nation being of God and the gods. The forces of evil mustn't succeed. I know it seems like I'm reiterating things, but you know what? Let's hope that my message is getting out there. That's good wine. Out of beer right now, so so I have to go up to the store and buy some beer, I guess. But I do a lot of cooking, so I cook a lot with wine. So I always have wine around, but I always have wine around. One rule about cooking: if you can drink the wine, it's excellent to cook with. Plain and simple. If you can drink the wine, you can cook with the wine. Usually it's like a dash of wine, one for me, one for the food, one for me, one for the food. Risotto, especially when you're making risotto. It's a process to make risotto, but the rewards are great. Risotto actually could be contributed. You can contribute making risotto to life. It sounds silly, I know, but patience are a virtue, right? And when you are making the perfect risotto, it's all about patience. That's the only way you can produce risotto to the maximum efficiency is through patience. So you can translate making risotto to life because life is all about patience. It may seem like the world is collapsing before our eyes, but patience will prevail. Perseverance is the key to success in life. just like creating risotto. Perseverance and patience. Perseverance and patience will make the very best risotto. So we got to live in a life. We mustn't folly. We mustn't look for instant gratification. We must think of life as producing a great batch of risotto. Through patience and perseverance, we will create something fantastic and great, something wonderful to share with the rest of the world. Live in light.